watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather, coverage you can count on.
This is a live look over Shasta County. This is near Redding. Cool for your Friday night.
Definitely cloudy out there as well. Chief Meteorologist Jason Stiff tracking conditions. Jason, you're talking about wind this weekend. That doesn't fit in with my plans, though.
Yeah, it's not really what we want to have, what we want to experience. We certainly don't want the higher fire danger, but that is in the forecast. For the first time in quite some time, we have windier weather ahead, and that is going to raise our fire danger. I want to show you this really pretty looking view looking outside from our Rattlesnake Peak camera. You can see the sun trying to break through those high clouds. These are just cirrus clouds, but making for a gorgeous evening. It's going to be really nice for football tonight, and we're still going to have a lot of other changes going forward as we move into this coming weekend and next week too. So if you remember a couple days ago, we had a record-breaking high of 99 in Redding and 100 degrees in Red Bluff. Today, we are a far cry from that. Lower 80s in both locations. Is also 81 degrees in Chico, 68 degrees in Chester, and 68 degrees in Boerne. Compared to just 24 hours ago, 3 to 10 degrees cooler. Expect a lot more cooling tomorrow compared to today. All those clouds that we were showing you on those two different cameras, you can see them just sliding right over Northern California. But again, these aren't the rain-bearing clouds. The cold front associated with the trough that I've been tracking for over a week now and telling you about, it will start moving our direction. So some spotty showers are a possibility as early as late tonight for the higher terrain. Little to nothing around the valley, especially if you live in the valley. You'll notice looking at futurecast, little to nothing is going to be falling, unfortunately, but we're going to have a lot of gusty wind. We'll have decreasing clouds throughout the day on Saturday, but not increasing temperatures. It's going to be far cooler than it's been for a long time. Sunday, we'll still have the wind blowing, but we're going to lose almost all of those clouds, and the amounts of precipitation that we're looking at, not really very encouraging. Earlier in the week, it looked a little bit more promising that we could have a little bit of rain for the valley. Now looking at our short-term finer resolution forecast model, it's not looking very likely. If we can get some precipitation out of this, then we'll have a little bit of rain. It's going to be almost all over the higher terrain. Mount Shasta could receive over 4/10 of an inch of rain with some very high elevation snow, 8 to 9,000 feet in elevation, but little to nothing in the valley. Can't rule out a stray shower, but we're going to notice the wind and the cool down more than anything else. So we have some breezes right now, but it's going to get stronger tomorrow afternoon. Here's noon on Saturday. Already wind gusts between 20 and 30 miles an hour around the valley, and stronger than that by Saturday evening. Some gusts upwards of 35 miles an hour possible, and it's still going to be windy late Saturday into Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon before it begins to slowly weaken Sunday night and into Monday morning. So we have a lot of advisories, watches, and warnings for you. We have a wind advisory out for most of Modoc County. That lasts until 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, with more gusts over 45 miles an hour possible than on Sunday because of that strong wind and the dry fuel on the ground, not because of the temperatures. They won't be very warm. We do have a fire weather watch for most of the Central Valley from noon until 8 p.m. on Sunday evening with very dry air and dry fuel, gusty wind, but it won't be very warm. And speaking of which, it's only going to get colder. We have our first freeze warning in about 4 months for eastern Modoc County, Lassen County, and Plumas County, with temperatures easily in the mid to upper 20s, so bring your pets inside as well as cover the plants that you can't bring inside too. Look at those highs, nowhere near where they've been for a long time. For Trinity and Siskiyou counties, expecting highs tomorrow in the 50s and 60s, a few light rain showers possible, but not much is going to be in our rain gauges. For the Northeast, we'll have a cool morning and not the warmest afternoon. Highs well below where they've been in the 50s and lower 60s. For the Ridge, not too warm in the morning and not much warmer in the afternoon. Lows in the 40s and lower 50s, highs upper 50s and lower 60s with lots of gusty wind. And for the valley, we'll also have lows tonight in the 50s, highs tomorrow about 5 degrees cooler than they've been. 70 to 72. 2 days ago, it was near 100 degrees. And for the Chico area, lows tonight also in the 50s, highs between 70 and 72 tomorrow. Plenty of gusty wind both Saturday and Sunday. Only a slight chance for showers. We'll have more clouds coming in by the middle of next week, but look at those highs. Both in Chico and in Redding, nowhere near the 90s and triple digits, expecting 70s with even a few upper 60s.